Student loans are holding a lot of people back from homeownership, but don't worry. In this video, I'm going to show you all how to actually buy property while still having a student loan balance. All right. So the first thing you have to understand is that student loans will affect your buying power. It just is what it is. Okay. And what your lender is going to do, they're going to calculate your student loan balance and your monthly payments. If you have any monthly payments or structured monthly payments, they're going to calculate that monthly payment into what they go against your debt. And then that's going to affect your buying power. Okay. Now, for some people, depending on how much student loans you have, depending on what your income is, there's a chance that you may not even be able to get approved just because the approval is so low. Okay. So you have, of course, number one, being denied altogether because it's not enough money. Then number two, being approved for having a very low approval. Now, just because you have student loans doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a low approval. You can easily have, $10,000 worth of student loans, $50,000 worth of student loans. I would say only worry about your student loans affecting your buying power if your student loans are $50,000 or more. If it's $50,000 or more, that doesn't mean, again, that you cannot buy property. That just means that the numbers will be affected. They're going to be looking at your income. They're going to be looking to see if you can add a cosigner, okay? So your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever your situation is, more income on the application will help everybody, okay? You can actually have 3 people on an application. I forgot what the max is, but I do know that you can have 3 people on a mortgage application, on a mortgage loan. So if you have student loans, you can add multiple people to that loan so you could actually increase your buying power, especially if you plan on living with someone else or having people, where you guys actually split the mortgage. So it's really up to you. Now, once you decide how many people you want to actually have on the mortgage application for the loan of the house, then you can go ahead and just move forward with the loan in general, okay? You can buy property even if you have a student loan balance. Now, the second thing that really slows a lot of people down is the student loan status, okay? So now, if you have student loans that are in default, if you have student loans that are in deferment, that's going to be a huge difference, okay? So for example, if it's in default, that just simply means that you're not making your payments and you're not going to be able to go into homeownership. Default student loans will most definitely get your application declined, okay? So you cannot get a loan from the government or government insured, essentially, okay, and then still owe the government and be behind and defaulting on other loans. That's why people get denied for having their student loans in default. So the quick fix out of that is to just simply, get the loans out of default. Once you get the loans out of default, then you can go ahead and then start the mortgage application, okay? So keep these things in mind as you're looking to go through it. Just because you have student loans is not the end of the world. You do need to have a strong income. If you do not have the income that's needed to actually get you, the buying power that you want. So for example, you may be looking to be around, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, but you're not going to be able to get that buying power if you have student loans that are 100,000, 150,000, if the income is not there. What I always tell people is a good rule of thumb is you want to have your income per year gross before taxes are taken out. You want to have that income be close to the student loan balance, okay? So for example, with a student loan balance, let's say your student loans are 100,000. You want to have your income around about 100,000, okay? You want to have your income as close to that as possible. Now, if it's not like that, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get denied. That just simply means that you need a stronger income, okay? But again, this is where a lender is going to come into play. Do not assume, okay? I don't want you to watch this video, do the math on your income, do the math on your student loans and say, no, I can't do this. No, get confirmation, okay? I've seen people with, $80,000 worth of student loans with a $50,000 gross income get approved, but it also has to line up with what you want that pre-approval to be. Where do you want to live and things of that sort. So that has to line up with whatever the income is going to end up being along with your buying power, okay? So of course, if you like this video, you're most definitely going to love the next one, and we'll see you there.